Hello Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly tarot, and this week we're looking at June the 22nd to the 29th. As always, please only take the messages that you know are meant for you and leave what isn't yours for someone else to enjoy. Okay, right, so there are going to be timestamps in the description box of this reading, as always, so you can skip through any of the decks that you feel are not particularly resonating for you, okay? Because we are going to do Spirit Animal, Rune, Healing Crystal, an intuitive deck, and then the tarot, okay? And of course, your healing and your guidance message after. So, your Spirit Animal guidance message is the Sacred Crane, and it says, embrace grace and patience in your interactions. Approach others with kindness and understanding. This will foster harmony and strengthen your relationships. So, straight off the bat, Scorpio, it's always other people. No, right, let's stop messing around. Straight off the bat, there's a situation here with this energy where certain individuals are going to be a little bit difficult. It feels to me at the moment everyone is significantly on edge, okay? Everyone's patience is wearing thin, and they seem to be super quick to anger. Like more so than usual. Basically, at the moment, Scorpio, this week in particular, people seem to be a lot more assholey than what they normally are, right? So your message here is to approach difficult individuals with grace and patience. This is telling me that unfortunately, someone around you is on edge and they might well end up taking it out on you, even though you're not the one that's at fault. You're not the one that's responsible for their bad news or their bad feelings, okay? It's not because of you. You just so happen to be finding yourself in the firing line of this individual's short temper. Now, I don't know who this individual is, okay? I don't know if it's like a best friend or a relative or a sibling or parent. Like, it could literally be anyone. It could be someone at work, a neighbor, anyone, right? You're finding yourself in the firing line, I should say. I'm just getting distracted. Scorpio, I'm going to really quickly take a break because one of the cats is wanting me to let him out the room. So, I'm back. Now, what they're saying here is to keep in mind that the way that other people feel and the way that other people act, it's not your duty to make things better for them, okay? They're saying here not to internalize anyone else's bad behavior towards you. Okay, so for example, you could just be pottering around outside doing your own thing, and the next thing you know, some rando is trying to pick a fight with you, right? It feels as random as that. So your best course of action is to approach the situation with grace and patience. They're saying here for you not to drag yourself down to their level. So some rando shouting and screaming in your face. Yeah, you would be quite well within your rights to, match their energy. But as we all know, matching people's energy like that is incredibly toxic, and it just inflames the situation even further. Okay. So showing yourself kindness and patience and understanding that someone else's problem is not your problem, and it's not your job, it's not your duty to fix them. Okay. So, by taking this approach, they're saying that is going to foster harmony, and it's going to pour water on the flames, thus not making the situation worse. Okay. is a roundabout way of them saying for you to take the higher ground, but they're not saying just take on the disrespect, right? They're not telling you to just accept the disrespect. That's completely twisted. Like that's not what they're saying at all. They're saying understand someone else's issues and problems that they're taking out on other people. It's not about you. You're just unfortunately finding yourself in the firing line. Okay, someone's being an asshole. It is what it is. Let's take a look at your rune message, and we'll see if you can find out more about this energy. You have a rune for Scorpio, please, for June 22nd to the 29th. Ooh! Ah, nice. Nice. Asgard and Hunyo. So Asgard, obviously, that's the land of the gods. And it says divine judgments decree an outcome. Okay? A very positive outcome, a good outcome. Divine judgments decree. I feel with this one, it's like you are what you do. Divine judgments decree. You are what you do. Everything that you put out, it comes back in again. And with that being the Golden Palace as well, I mean, the words that come along with this one is satisfaction, joy, happiness, completion, contentment, abundance, right? There's also a message here of safety. With the waterfall, you've got cleansing as well. I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful environment, right? It feels to me like the message here is to do with your abundance, your prosperity, and your outlook on life. It's encouraging more of that beautiful warmth, that beautiful energy to be active in your own life. Okay, I do apologize if that sounds a bit woo. Okay, again, it is what it is. But look, you've got Hunyo, which is basically the Nine of Cups energy. Okay. And it says fun, joy, friendship, and rest. So it is time for more, I want to say more abundance, more fun times, being sociable, enjoying good company, okay, feeling that kinship, that connection with others. Now, when you combine these two, there's another message here, Scorpio, about you finding your people, you finding your clan, your group, you finding a safe group of friends, right? You finding like-minded individuals, enjoying spending quality time with them, indulging in some pleasure, some pleasurable activities, taking life at much more of a slower pace, okay? Having the opportunity just to sort of rest up a bit, relax, indulge in a little bit of what it is that you're needing for your own health, for your own mental health and emotional health. This week is going to be the week for you to really, I want to say, indulge in pleasurable activities, okay? And to not be so focused on any assholes that are around you, okay? So as we pull more cards, we're going to find out more information, right? We still got to get you a healing crystal yet. But certainly there's the combination of these two, it tells me that very soon, Scorpio, and I feel at the end of this week, you're going to have many reasons to celebrate. I was going to say a reason to celebrate, and then they told me no, it's many. It's many reasons to celebrate. So there's a lot of good news that's coming in for you guys this week alone. So in that regards, it's going to be a busy week, but remembering the message where you're going to be busy indulging in things that you like to do, okay? Things that make you feel alive and joyful and invigorated about life, okay? I mean, these three cards, they're an absolutely beautiful, beautiful combination. And you can see for yourself, like the colours that are coming through. Look at these beautiful sunshine colours, right? It's warmth, it's kinship, it's affection, growth, okay? Beautiful. But yeah, let's take a look at your healing crystal. And like I said, the pieces of all the puzzle, it will start to click together as we pull more cards. Also, a side message. It's not going to resonate for many Scorpios. There's something here where you're assuming it's not going to work out. You're assuming that it's a failure. It's not a failure. Okay. There's a surprise that's coming through for you guys this week where you're not expecting a good result, but you are getting a good result nonetheless. Okay, so if you felt that you did particularly badly at something, you didn't, right? If you feel that you flunked something or you failed something, you didn't, okay? That's one of your many reasons to celebrate closer to the end of this week, okay? Unexpected good news is coming in for you. I mean, it could be you've been accepted for a job, or you've been accepted for a promotion, or you've been accepted for some other kind of contract that you really, really wanted, that was going to be life-changing for you, okay? You've been accepted to a placement, anything like that. There is a strong emphasis on acceptance. Okay, so whatever your inquiry this week, Scorpio, the answer is yes. That's the response that you're getting in return. It's a big fat yes, okay? So again, just another one of the many reasons for you guys to celebrate this week. It's really, really good. Right, can we have a healing crystal for Scorpio, please? Healing crystal for Scorpio. Okay, you got two. Lapis lazuli and tiger's eye. So tiger's eye tells you to remain strong, okay? If you're not feeling particularly confident at the moment, then I don't want to say fake it till you make it, but on this occasion I am going to say that, okay? Right, let's take a look at the tiger's eye first. What is it? Tiger's eye is a golden brown quartz displaying a light reflecting optical phenomenon known as, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, chatoyance. Do feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm reading that as chatoyance. Or cat's eye that appears just below the stone's surface. Who needs it? The currently overthinking and mood swinging, the Geminis and the Virgos. Where to put it? In a string of prayer beads or hanging from your middle finger, count it during meditation along with your blessings, when to use it. So that's like you can make yourself like a prayer bead necklace or something out of tiger's eye. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends, when reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher a Zen koan, when you're all raw and not enough purr, when only the equanimity of mind, body and spirit, the left brain and right brain, can get you square with the universe. And then your affirmation is to balance your whole being. Okay, so if you're feeling a little bit out of whack this week, Scorpio, if you feel that you're needing help to focus a lot more on your blessings rather than anything negative, if you're just needing help to balance out your left side and your right side, your positive, your negative, your light, your darkness, your yin, your yang, your yada, 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 Tiger's Eye can help you out with that, okay? So yeah, this week is definitely focus more on the positive, okay? Because you have so much already. You've got so much more that's coming through for you. And when you think about it, if you're focused on the negative, then that's all that you're going to see, like ever, right? And then problems that come your way are going to feel a lot more exacerbated and a lot bigger than what they actually are. Okay, so keep it in balance. And then for your lapis lazuli, it says a deep blue stone with a deep history. See ancient Egypt and Tutankhamun's eyeshadow, the Old Testament, the high priest of Israel's vestments, and the Dutch Golden Age Vermeer's palette. Okay, who needs it? Cat people or Leos? Anyone who uses the phrase, in a past life, I'm totally convinced I was a ... Where to put it? As a spiritual armor that lets the world know when I walk into a room, it is customary for you all to bend the knee. Okay. When to use it? When your thoughts are not your friends. Call on lapis lazuli to help you get out of whatever your mind has gotten you into. Didn't we just see that? Yeah. So the tiger's eye, when your thoughts are not your friends. And then lapis lazuli, when your thoughts are not your friends. Okay, and then your affirmation is for you to ascend your rightful throne. So there's imposter syndrome going on. There's imposter syndrome going on. That's where your thoughts are not your friends. And also, speaking of that beautiful golden colour, look at that. So I'm going to put that one up there. Like I said, more focus on the positive, the joy, the pleasures, the optimism. Okay, that's not to say, oh yeah, completely ignore all the bad stuff, right? That's not what they're saying. They're saying acknowledge it, but don't get stuck on it. Okay? Because if you get stuck on the negative and the doubts, if you get stuck on that, you're going to end up slipping down a spiral. Okay. And then that's where the self-sabotage comes from as well. Okay, so let's take a look at some intuitive messages for you guys. What can you tell us for our Scorpio collective, please? For June the 22nd to the 29th. June 22nd to the 29th for Scorpio. What does Scorpio need to know for their highest good, please? Thank you. A lively path. Embrace the whimsy, the young at heart, inspiring journey, and stay wild, moonchild. Yeah, it's all about your heart's desire, Scorpio. Embrace more of the whimsy, the fun, the less serious. And I know we've all had to be a bit serious recently, but let's be honest, it makes for a boring life, right? What else? The Scorpio. Stay wild, moonchild. That implies that the Scorpios I'm speaking to today are definitely more of the free spirits. They're definitely the ones who find themselves doing things a lot differently from everyone else. I would say, Scorpio, that you stand out from the crowd for all of the right reasons. It's like you don't dress like everyone else. You don't speak like everyone else. You don't walk like everyone else. You're going to be the one, when you're out and about, you're going to be the only one at the table that's not sitting there staring at your fucking phone, right? You're going to be the one that's actually looking around and taking everything in and observing everything, watching the fucking pigeons or whatever, right? That you're standing out for all of the right reasons. Woodland roses. Hearty resistance, a thorny situation, soft yet guarded, and the love of your life is you. Yeah. I'm seeing this week being an absolutely beautiful, beautiful week for the vast majority of our Scorpio collective. Like I said, it really is taking everything in. It's drinking in life. I don't care how cheesy that sounds. I honestly, I don't give a shit. It's drinking in life. And realizing, do you know what? I'm enjoying being alive. Now for some of our Scorpios, again, not for all, but for some of our Scorpios, that's going to be for the first time ever. And for everyone else, it's going to be that feeling of getting back to being able to enjoy life and drink in all of the experiences. What else? Fertility. There it is. I knew that energy was there. We've seen that in your Rune cards. As says with the colours, with that bright yellow, yeah, like it's right there. It's right there. Being productive, bearing fruit, children and plenty. Yeah. What you're doing right now, Scorpio, what you're focused on right now, and again, it's going to be different for everybody, it will bear fruit. It will be incredibly productive for you. Okay? There could be a situation here for some of our Scorpios, again, not all, to do with children. Perhaps there are some Scorpios here who are wanting a child, right? That's very likely going to happen. You definitely have wish fulfillment here. So it depends entirely on who you are and what your priorities are right now. And that's the area of your life that this is getting at. Okay? It's at the bottom of the deck. Gentle deer, kindness wins. Yeah. Kindness wins, exciting new things, leaps and bounds and grace for you and others. So that's another repeating message. Because you had it there with the sacred crane. Right? So if anyone's giving you guys a hard time this week, remember that it's not actually about you. Okay, kindness wins. Right, let's take a look at the tarot. That's a good reminder actually with me moving that bracelet. Otter Spirit, really quickly, before I do your tarot, Otter Spirit have very, very generously sent us some gifts to pass along to you guys, our beautiful viewers and subscribers, for absolutely free. Okay, so there is black tourmaline, lava rock and hematite, and that has come from Otter Spirit's protection package. And then there's green jade and citrine that has come from Otter Spirit's prosperity package. These two are a rollover from last month's giveaway because only one winner out of 3 actually claimed their prize last month. So I've just put them back in for a rollover. So there's going to be 5 winners this month. All you have to do to enter this giveaway is to let me know in the comments below which one of these bracelets would be your preference, and that's it. Okay, that your comment is your entry. Okay, I will announce 5 new winners after June the 30th, and the announcement is going to go on my YouTube community page, and I will tag the winners' handles Okay, so yeah, make sure you've got your notifications switched on, so that if your YouTube handle is tagged, you're going to receive a notification. Okay. Hierophant. Interesting. It's very spiritual energy. It's coming through as a very spiritual energy today. Lessons. Learning. I feel like the lessons that you've learnt, you're definitely putting into practice this week. There's also the message about how you're being a good influence on others around you, especially with the Queen of Pentacles being there as well. Okay. There's information here about your finances that's coming in. There's long-term ambitions and goals that are being reached. And then you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is you receiving exactly what you need at exactly the right time. It's a message of... There is a message of being charitable. But again, it's about what you've been putting out into the universe. It's coming in. I feel like you're going to be receiving help. It could be financial help. Or a financial opportunity, because you've also got the Ace of Pentacles here as well. But it's like you've worked for it. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're not just getting it out of the blue. You've worked for it. You've earned it. I feel like there's something here that Spirit's trying to get you to do. I need to find out what that is. What is it that Spirit's trying to get Scorpio to do here, please? The energy is really quiet. So they're asking for you to quieten your mind. Oh, Ace of Wands. So what is it that Spirit's trying to get you guys to do? You've got to quieten your mind, and then the inspiration's going to hit you with the Ace of Wands. Now you've got two aces right next to each other as well. So that could be like a new stream of income, a new project. Any ideas that you've had lately that's going to increase on your income, then you've to follow through with that. Okay, it's like you're receiving some sort of blessings here. You're receiving the go-ahead to follow up with your visions, because that's all about taking inspired action. So clear your mind and take inspired action. And there's a message here of you seeing a return, not just a return of your investment, a return of your finances, but it's a return of your, it's like your enjoyment levels of life, that there's definitely a return to that. Do you have another card for Scorpio, please? I'm going to clarify all of this again. The Hermit off center. You've to come out of your shell a lot more here, Scorpio. There's a lot of uncertainty that you have about yourself, about your own abilities here. Or there's uncertainty that you have about the ideas in your head. And they're asking for you to work through your uncertainties. So it's not ignoring your uncertainties, because they're there for a reason. Your doubts are there for a reason. But they're saying, figure out, are those doubts and uncertainties, are they valid? Are they constructive? Are they helping you to move forward and to problem solve? Or are they keeping you stuck and afraid to move forward? Because it is always a good thing to be critical, right, of one's own work and of one's own self. But if being critical becomes too much, then it's going to be destructive. Because you'll either stop what it is that you're doing or you won't get started at all, right? So it's having that healthy balance of self-criticism. I'm going to get another deck. What's under there? The Eight of Cups. Okay. Eight of Cups with the King of Wands. That's like it's saying you can't do it all. You can't do it all. So you're going to have to pick. What is most important to you right now, because you can't do it all? Yeah, Four of Pentacles. Being more conservative with your time, your resources, your energy. Yeah, because you can't do it all. Okay, so that you might feel tempted to take on far more than what you're needing to do this week, Scorpio. But you're not going to be able to do it all. Okay, was this Hierophant? What's this Hierophant for Scorpio, please? I feel that Spirit's wanting you guys to focus a lot more on your spiritual side, on your spiritual learning or your spiritual teachings, more of your spiritual side. Focus a lot more on this self-development. Was this Hierophant? The Two of Pentacles. Keeping that balance, but it's also about you keeping the momentum. You've got to keep the momentum going on your spiritual growth and your spiritual abundance. Okay, see how you've got like strong spiritual energies that's coming through with this Hierophant. Because if you really look at that card, and if you really feel like the energies, like that is the most spiritual Hierophant card I have ever seen. And I've got a lot of tarot decks, right? There's heavy, heavy spiritual energies. And then you've got earth, 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 fire, earth, right? So this is same for you to balance your spirituality with your physical world, your material world, your day-to-day life. Okay. So more recently, if there's been too much focus on work and responsibilities and day-to-day stuff, if there's been too much focus on that, then this is going to be the week where you lean more into your spiritual side. Okay. This week, some of our Scorpios might feel this urge to expand upon their spirituality through learning something new, through finding out about more, I don't know, more belief systems, more religions, more anything like that. You might have this hankering to visit certain places of worship, okay? But more importantly, this is a journey of going within and self-discovery, because you've got the Hermit here as well. Even though it came out off-center, they're saying for you to stop looking externally for some kind of spiritual validation and to bring it inwards. Because someone here has forgotten that they are divine. Everyone is divine. Like someone has forgotten that. That's why we've got this card of equilibrium and keeping the momentum going with that Two of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. What's this Queen of Pentacles for Scorpio, please? The Emperor. But the Queen of Pentacles. Some of our Scorpios are having to do it all. They're having to be it all. Some of our Scorpios could be single parents as well. You know, it's like they're having to be the father and the mother. And that might well have contributed to losing this sense of self. Again, not for everybody. Not for everybody. Because not all Scorpios are parents. Not all Scorpios are single parents, right? Again, it's just a message for a small handful. Otherwise, if it's not about that, then it is going to be about your responsibilities. And again, your day-to-day life overtaking the stuff that you're wanting to do, which is affecting how you feel about life, how you feel about yourself. Because when you can't do anything that you enjoy doing and you can't have any time to yourself, you really do start to lose that sense of self and that sense of internal security. What else for this Emperor for Scorpio with the Queen of Coins? Thank you. The Ten of Pentacles, see? Look how that's come out. It's basically in the reversed position. The Ten of Pentacles. Scorpio, if you're worried about money and finances more this week than normal, then you've got help here that's coming in. You do have help here with your finances. It's like they're saying Spirit's got your back. You don't have to worry about that. We've got you. We're going to make sure that you're okay. We're going to make sure that you're not struggling. We're going to make sure that you don't go without. Because that Six of Pentacles is right next to it. Tell us more about Six of Pentacles for Scorpio, please. Six of Pentacles. Thank you. Yeah, justice. See? Things balancing out. Things being made right. Things being fair. If someone owes you money, Scorpio, they will be paying that back this week. If you're entitled to some sort of payment, you're going to be receiving that this week. Okay? Spirit's definitely got your back here when it comes down to financial worries and concerns. Interesting. Can you tell us about this Ace of Pentacles for Scorpio? You know what they're wanting for you to do with this, Scorpio? Right, look. Look. You've got finances is coming in that is due to you in some way, shape or form. The energies unseen are making sure that this happens. Because they do not want you being worried about money when you're supposed to be focused on your spiritual work and or your inner work. That's what's going on here. And they're saying what they would want you to do with that is, yes, make sure that you're okay first. But you see how you've got this Ace of Pentacles right next to this Six of Pentacles. They're wanting for you to keep a little something back. Keep a little bit of this additional finances back and put it in a savings account. Keep it safe. Right? Because those finances there that you tuck away is going to be the seed for the next part of your spiritual journey. Do you follow? So don't feel tempted to blow it all, right? You keep a little something back for this investment that you're going to need later on down the line. Because it's like the universe has got something here that they're really wanting for you to do. They're wanting for you to start. They see that you don't quite have the finances to get that off the ground right now. So they're helping you out with that. So that the lack of finances is not distracting you away from what you're supposed to be doing. King of Swords and the Queen of Cups to clarify that Ace of Pentacles. King of Swords is a planner. It's someone who's very strategic. So you've got to be strategic with this income. And Queen of Cups. So you can put it to good use. So you can do some good with it. What's this Ace of Wands? Scorpio, please. Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Yeah. There's a lot of work ahead, Scorpio. Okay. Ooh. Random. I think that was clarification there for someone. I was literally, yeah, there's a lot of work there, and then you get the bell toll. It's time. So, there is a lot of work ahead, right? That's not to say that it's going to be boring, and I don't feel like this is going to feel for you like it is work, if that makes sense. So you're going to be one of these who is in the very fortunate position, who is able to make a secure living for yourself without it feeling like it's a drag. Okay. You can tell us about this Ten of Wands, Scorpio. Knight of Cups. And that one came out a bit off center as well. Divide your time up equally between what you want to do and what you have to do. Okay? That Knight of Cups off center. Knight of Cups off center, that's also like, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted by anything that isn't of worth, of value. Don't get distracted by the way that something might look. Look beyond appearances. That could be of another person or of an opportunity. Okay? And again, with that Queen of Swords, you've got to be smart. This is Hermit off center for Scorpio, please. Six of Swords, okay. The Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Cups, yeah. Yeah, things are turning around for you, Scorpio. Now with that Four of Cups, there's a little bit of melancholy that's attached to that one. It's like they're saying for you to focus on why you're not feeling happy, why you're not feeling fulfilled with that Four of Cups. What is it that you're holding on to that is needing surrendered with that Six of Swords? What or who is it that's holding you back? You'll probably find that it's yourself that's holding yourself back in a lot of ways here, Scorpio. Again, it's because of that Hermit coming out off center. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. New stages. New stages. being the student. Another page. Page of Swords and an Eight of Swords with the moon. Yeah, someone's definitely got imposter syndrome here. Page of Swords, Eight of Swords and the moon. It's like someone feels that they don't have enough knowledge or information to pass on to others. The moon, they're afraid. Eight of Swords and the moon, someone's afraid. Ace of Wands are having to start something new or having to start again. Having to start from scratch. But you're not starting from scratch though, Scorpio. That's the thing, you're not starting from scratch. You're starting from a different angle. That's why you've got 2 pages. You're starting from a different angle. You're not starting from scratch. Putting all of your knowledge, your wisdom, your life experience to good use here. It's that Ace of Wands. Like I said, that Ace of Wands could literally be anything. Because it's about what you're, specifically you, are feeling inspired to do. So what is it that you're feeling inspired to do right now? Because you're needing to get up and do it. You're not starting from scratch. Okay. What else, Scorpio? What else for Scorpio? Oh. Birth. Universal energy brings you opportunity and possibility. It's the birth of something new. You literally had 2 aces, 2 pages, a Wheel of Fortune, an eagle. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength. It's at the bottom of the deck. Lovers, there are 2 paths ahead. Be true to yourself. So you've got to do what is right for you and not what is right for everyone else. There are 2 paths ahead. You either do it or you don't do it. There's a lot of umming and ahhing. Should I get this started or should I not? Right? A lot of umming and ahhing. Eight of Swords, the moon, Ace of Wands. It's like intuitively you know you need to do this thing that is really grabbing you. It's grabbed your attention, it's held your attention for a long while. But there might have been like a lack of confidence to get this started or to do it. Oh man, I just wish I knew what this was specifically. Seven of Swords and the Star. Someone's lying to themselves. The Devil. Seven of Swords, the Star and the Devil. Someone's lying to themselves. They're deceiving themselves about not being able to do it. To do what? I don't know what this is. Like I said, it's going to be different for all of you. For some, it could be starting off your own business. For others, it could be about like starting a family. It's like, what is it that you've been obsessing about more recently? You've been obsessing about starting something new more recently. That's what this is about. And then it's like you've been worried and talking yourself out of not doing it when you should be doing it. It could be going back to college. Like literally anything. But you can't do it all. You can't do it all, so you are going to have to figure out, well, what is most important to you right now? Out of all of the things that you're wanting to do the most, what is most important to you right now? Do that first. You're absolutely receiving some kind of financial help and support here so that you can focus more on your spiritual journey. What else for Scorpio? That's weird. Yeah. There's the energy of being incredibly undecisive or indecisive here. It's like one minute someone feels like they're ready to take on the world, and then the next minute they're shrinking down internally. Like, no, I can't do it, it's too scary. Be clear about where you're putting your focus right now. Focus on your desired outcome. You have everything within to create the life of your dreams. Stop doubting yourself for once. This is your time. We've got you. I can't make it up. Do you believe me now, Scorpio? When a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It is closed for a reason. You're being redirected to something far bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. Yeah. Spirit is heavy, heavy guiding you towards your next part of your journey, Scorpio. There's no two ways about it. What else for Scorpio? What else for Scorpio? Oh, be thankful for all of the shitty people in your life. They've shown you exactly who you do not want to be. Interesting. I mean, there could be a situation here that involves some sort of bullies as well, where you're worried about starting something big in case the bullies find out about it and they try and, I don't know, take you down that way. Because someone here is definitely very, very introverted when they're being asked to come out of their shell a bit more. But someone's afraid to come out of their shell a bit more because they're afraid that that's just going to draw the attention of the people that they've been having problems with, or new people that are going to be their bullies. There is definitely a bit of that that's going on here as well. It's like someone at the moment would much rather shy away and hide because they don't feel it necessary to draw any attention to themselves at the moment. But part of your spiritual journey does involve you drawing some type of attention towards yourself, Scorpio. That's the thing. Okay. Bit of a strange read, that one, but as long as it's helped someone, then it means that I've done my job. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys. For personal readings, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. You'll also find additional information for Otter Spirit as well. There's also a discount code in my description box below. Don't forget to enter that competition, okay? Everybody gets a fair chance. And yeah, hopefully I will catch you guys the next time. Bye.